Hey beauties, it's Nikea here. I'm here with a different sort of video, and this video was actually inspired by Raven Elise. So I wanted to come and talk to you all about some stuff that I've been thinking about and dealing with. But I didn't just want to sit here talking, since my channel is very small. I'm sure I'm not gonna have a lot of people just want to sit here and listen to me talk and talk and talk. So I said, why not multitask and let's kill two birds with one stone. And I'm going to be talking to you while I clean my makeup brushes. So before I start talking, I'm going to explain to you how I clean my brushes, what I use, and then while I'm talking to you all, sharing my deep inner thoughts, I am just going to continue washing my brushes. So yeah, I just figured a washing brush video, of course it wouldn't be too long and lengthy, but I said I figured, why can I talk to y'all while I do that, get a 2-for-1 deal. And again, like I said, this video was inspired by Raven Elise. She did a video where she was talking and cleaning her brushes, and she was just having girl chat. So I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon and have some girl chat with you all, just like she did, clean my brushes just like she did. So I'm gonna show you all how I clean my brushes. And yes, I have my glasses on. I typically don't wear them in my videos, but my eyes have just been terrible lately. I really need to go get them checked out. But anywho, there's a few things that I use to clean my brushes. So I'm gonna start with, so this is a brush that I use all the time. So when I clean my brushes, I have this white towel that I've been using forever to clean my brushes, and I'll use this on a daily basis. But before I clean them, and they're in need of a deep cleaning, it's been a while, I'll take them and, so let's turn the camera, and I'll rub it on the towel. And I just like to use white because then I can really see what is coming off my brushes. But see, that's all the makeup that's on that brush. And then this next step I don't do I don't do every single time, but my brushes are in need of a deep cleaning. So I have some extra virgin olive oil, and I just put this on a plate. Put that on a plate, and then I'll swish my brush around in it, and the oil will actually help dissolve that makeup and dirt. You can see it in there. And I figure, why not use oil on my brushes, since I do use oil on my face, because it's the same concept, breaking down all that oil and dirt in there. So just switch that around in there, and I don't really wipe it off. I do kind of squeeze it out a little bit. Ugh. Brushes are disgusting. Alright, and then the next step is to take some warm water and I use Dawn, and this isn't antibacterial. The green one is. I used to use that one, but this is what I have on hand. And I just take it and swish it around in my hands, just like this. I don't have one of those little brush scrubby thingies. I've been using my hands forever. Now let's go through, add some more water to it. And as I go, I rinse my hand off. Squeezing it, making sure it's really getting clean. Alright, once the soap starts to run clean, I'll rinse it off. And I go back and squeeze it just to make sure I get all the soap out, because sometimes the soap does get left in there. Alright, squeeze that excess water out. And then just reshape the brush, and I have my little, I don't know if y'all can see, turn the camera some more. There's a towel over here, paper towels, that I folded in half, and that's going to be my drying station. and bada bing, bada boom, da bam. And honestly, you can really use any soap that you want. This is just, you know, my process. And I also have some baby shampoo from Johnson. I don't use this on Harper. I actually leave it in the bathroom and wash my hands with it sometimes. Yeah, since I don't have anything that's antibacterial. And even when I do use an antibacterial soap, and when it's all done, I'll use rubbing alcohol to clean it, to sanitize it, because alcohol will kill those germs. Alright, so hopefully you can see me, see what I'm doing, but really I want you to listen to what I'm going to be talking about. So what I'm going to be talking about today is the fact that I have no friends. Like, legit, y'all. That is how I feel. I have no friends. I'm 29 years old and I have no friends. And I tell my students, because you know I'm a teacher, I tell my students all the time that my mom and my boyfriend are my friends. And that's like legit. And I know some people that I know, well actually people that I know don't watch my channel. How about that? But I really feel like I don't have friends. And people may hear that and be like, what do you mean? Like, or somebody may watch and be like, oh, I'm your friend, da, 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 da. I don't know, I just have a different definition of friend. And my boyfriend and I have actually talked about this before. Like, a friendship, a legit friendship is like a relationship. Like when you're with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, there's just like certain standards that you have for them. So when I think of friends, I really don't have any. Like, I take the word friend very seriously. Like, I don't just say it, you know, I don't take it lightly, you know. Like, even at school, like some of the teachers call their students friends. Like, oh, we have a friend that's da 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 da. And I feel like that's more in a sarcastic tone. But no, I don't call my students my friends because they're not. They're my students. So when I say friend, like, legit, friend is like family. Like, my friend, like, you're not just my friend, like, you're my sister. Like, that is not a joke. I take that to heart. So, I don't know, just all throughout life, I've never really had a lot of friends. So I'm more of a quality over quantity type person. In elementary school, I had two friends, Dominique Deere and Jessica Nelson, and they were my best friends. Like, we were a trio, we were tight, you know, we were thick as thieves, as people like to say. And, you know, of course, I know that friendships, you know, grow and change and things happen. Jessica, you know, I actually still keep in contact with, and she's like friends with my brother now. That's so weird. But, you know, I know that, you know, friends change and you have seasons in your life, and I totally, you know, believe in that. And don't get it twisted, y'all. I'm not butthurt about, like, not having friends. Like, that's okay. I'm okay. I'm just coming to the realization that at this point in my life, I really don't have friends. You know, it's just me, my boyfriend, and Harper. You know, that's all I got. You know, that is legit it. But like I said, like, when I think of friends, like, that's deep to call somebody your friend. And honestly, my boyfriend is my friend. Like, we built our relationship on being friends. Like, we were friends first, you know. We grew up together. Well, we didn't grow up together, but, you know, we're from the same hometown. We went to college together for a little bit, and, you know, I feel like we were always, you know, close. We would have, you know, spells where we didn't talk to each other, but we would always reconnect somehow in our lives. And, you know, now we're dating and we're stuck together for life. Because as he said, you know, it's blood in, blood out. I can't break up with him. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, that's what it is. Now, I'm about to get heavy and real with y'all. Like, I might even legit cry. Now, I do you know, this title might be a little misleading. Like I do have a best friend. We became best friends in high school. I don't even know like really how we became best friends. It's just one of those things like where you're sitting back and like we're best friends and you think about like how do we become best friends? I don't know. But I know we met on our high school step team. And I don't know, we just became friends. Like we have been through a lot together, you know, like legit. Like some stuff I can't even talk about. Like some things I have to take to the grave. Like I've been there for her, she's been there for me. Like we have been through some legit stuff. And you know, that's when we were like 7. You know, our relationship started, you know, when we were like 17 or 18. Like y'all, friend, like for real. We were through some stuff together. Like not even a joke. I'm not even playing. Y'all know the seriousness of our relationship. Like that's my sister. Like even her mom, like when she would talk to me, be like, you need to talk to your sister. Like never my friend. And it felt good to like have a friend that was like my best friend. In our relationship, like we've been through, like we fell off, like we stopped talking for maybe, I don't know if it was a year. It was a year or less, but like we stopped talking, we had a falling out, but you know, we came, you know, back to each other. So we even got matching tattoos, you know, because we met in 2007, so 7 was our number, and just like what the number 7 meant, you know, in itself, and the number 7 meant to us. So yeah, like she is my best friend, and she still is my best friend. I just feel like right now she is not being a best friend. And me, I'm an optimistic person, and I'm glass half full, and I'm very positive, and sometimes I can, you know, be naive and I can be too forgiving. So I feel like what I'm about to say is gonna excuse, you know, her behavior, but and I don't think she's doing anything wrong. She's like out here living her best life, so you know, that's what's up. But we're not in a good place right now. Like, you know, she's doing her own thing, you know, she's traveling, and you know, she's moved, and you know, I think she's in a new relationship. I don't know, because we haven't talked. But she did get out of an old relationship, which I'm happy about. I do know that. You know, we've talked this year, but it just hasn't been the same. And, you know, I told her, you know, at the beginning of the year, you know, like how I felt. Like I didn't know what was going on with her. You know, I would find out stuff at the last minute, you know, and I felt slighted because, you know, you're supposed to be my best friend. I should know, you know, everything. And, you know, I didn't get to see her a lot, you know, because I live in North Carolina. She lives in Virginia. You know, I teach. It's hard for me to get days off, and I have, you know, I have Harper, so, you know, I don't travel as much because it's not as easy to travel with a toddler as it is when you're, you know, by yourself. So, you know, and I feel like I've done a lot for her, and I've been a good friend to her, and I let her know, like what I'm telling y'all is not anything new, but I let her know that I felt like this is a one-sided, you know, relationship, and it's not fair. Like she has to do better. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna do better, and I'm gonna come down there and see you, and you know, I did put this on my vision board, what you're talking about. And I'm like, okay, cool, like this is gonna be legit. Y'all, I'm skipping my steps. I'm skipping my towel step because I'm sitting here talking to y'all, but whatever, my brushes are getting clean nonetheless. But yeah, just none of that has happened, and I just accepted the fact that, you know, right now, you know, she's not my best friend. And my boyfriend, you know, tells me all the time, you know, Kia, what if this was me? Would you accept this type of stuff from me? And I'm like, you know what, you're right. I wouldn't. But, you know, I'm just, you know, I'm not gonna rain on her parade. I'm gonna, you know, let her do her thing. I just, you know, I've just come to that realization that it is what it is, and you know, I've said my part, and I just feel like, what more can I say or do? Like, she just can't be a friend to me right now, and that's okay, and I have to accept that. So that's the sad realization that I've come to about my best friendship. So yeah, and you know, and recently she's done something that like hurt me or whatever, or I felt bad about, and it upset like people around me that are close to me. And you know, I take that to heart. I don't take that lightly. You know, her and I have talked about it, but it just seems like ever since then it's just been a little so I don't know, and I really don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I guess we're both at different points in our life, and maybe, you know, we'll get back, but you know, I don't know. My boyfriend just always says it feels like I'm the one doing the work, and you know, I'm the one saving her, always there for her, which I do see that. I see where he's coming from, and not to, you know, bash my best friend or whatever. I'm just, you know, speaking my truth, you know, and of course there's, you know, 3 sides to every story. Her side, my side, and the truth. But this is my truth, and this is just my honesty and how I feel about the whole situation. And that's just it. That is just what it is, you know. And that's why, you know, I said, like, I don't have any friends right now. Like, there's people that I work with that I'm cool with, you know, that I talk to, but that's just a different relationship. Like, they're my associates, but you know, our relationship is a different way. I don't know, you know, there needs to be another word besides friendship and associate. Like, there should be something in between those two things, you know, because there's my work people, you know, that, you know, I will go to bat for. But, you know, on the weekends, I will talk to them. You know, that's just what it is. But, yeah, so like, I got people at work that I, you know, do stuff with. But I just don't know, like, I don't have that friend where, you know, I can call on and I can depend on, and that friend that can be consistent, you know, and there for me. Like, I just feel like I don't have anybody that I can go to and like really talk to and confide in, like, you know, and that's gonna be there for me like I am for other people. You know, I feel like I'm such a giver and such a listening ear that I don't have anybody to talk to, and I'm trying to like be open with my boyfriend, you know, since he is my friend. But you know, some things, you know, I just know his personality, and he's not like an emotional person. He's just like, okay, problem, here's the solution. When sometimes I just wanna vent and let it out. You know, I may not need a solution right then. You know, I will eventually, but you know, not in that moment. But he's not the type of person that's gonna listen to me cry. So, you know, he does support me emotionally, but he's not gonna sit there and, you know, listen to me and my sob story or whatever. And then my mom is legit my friend now. I talk to her like every day, at least twice a day. Yeah, at certain times of the day too. And if I don't call her at certain times, or she don't call me, or we can't get in contact with each other, it's gonna be an issue. I'm surprised she hasn't called me during this video. But yeah, so, you know, I'm able to talk to her about stuff, and not everything, you know, even though she's like my friend, like she's still my mom, so I can't tell her everything. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Can't tell her everything. And then I have another woman, you know, who is my friend, like one of my line sisters. One of my line sisters, she's one of the girls I was online with that I'm like closer with now, you know, that we're not online. Like, and And it's weird because when we were online, we didn't like each other. Like, she wanted to fight me, I didn't like her. But I don't know, now that we have both, you know, gotten older, you know, she's grown into a beautiful young woman. And like, I love her. Like, that's my little boo. Like, she calls and checks in on me and, you know, checks in on Harper. You know, she's Harper's godmom. Like, you know, see if Harper need anything. And sometimes you don't even see if Harper need anything. She's always like buying little stuff for her, and, you know. So I can appreciate that. She takes her role as a godmother seriously, and, you know, she cares about, you know, Harper and not just me. Like, when she's here, like, she makes sure Harper is good. Like, she was just here recently and we were about to go somewhere out in the city. Be careful, baby. We were about to go somewhere out in the city, and I went and got myself dressed, and then I was about to come get Harper dressed, but she had already done it. Like, that's the little stuff that like matters to me, and it like goes a long way, and I can really appreciate that. Oh, I wonder how many times I've said, see, I told y'all my mom was gonna call. I told y'all mom was gonna call. So yeah, I think I was talking about my line sister, who I've become more close with recently. But the only thing about that is I feel like I'm expecting her to like be my best friend now. Like, my best friend is supposed to be, because I'm missing that. But I can't, you know, force her to do that. You know, if that's what she wants to do, then that's cool. But, you know, it's like I'm trying to force a relationship title on, you know, my line sister. That, you know, that's not her job, you know? Like, she's, you know, that's my line sister, that's my sister. But, you know, that's sister in a different context. And so, yeah. So, you know, we're sisters, of course, but we've developed a friendship, you know, outside of, you know, being deltas. But, you know, I was just telling EJ that, you know, I feel like with my line sister, like, I'm trying to force something, you know, that's not there. You know, I don't want to force anything. You know, I feel like any type of relationship, you know, it should be natural or whatever. I don't think these brushes are too dirty. So when I have brushes like this that I may have used just a couple of times, like, I'll take a few of them and just wash them together. But yeah, I just don't want to force anything, and that's not my line sister's fault. That's like all on me because I'm weird and just awkward. Cause I like legit feel like I'm an extroverted introvert. Like, I just can't fit into one box. Like, I have moments where I just want to like stay at home and chill, and I wouldn't say like I'm a total complete introvert. Like, I don't get exhausted being around people, but like when I'm over it, I'm over it. Like, I want to go home, or I just want to be by myself, you know. Like, I'm cool with like, I guess to be an extroverted introvert for me, my definition of it would be like, everybody wants to do something, so I'm cool with just staying in the house and like doing something instead of going out or whatever. Like, we don't have to do that. Like, I'm cool with just sitting in the house, staying up, talking, drinking wine, playing games, whatever. That's cool with me. Call me an old lady, whatever. Yes, I'm 30. I like saving money. Everybody bring a bottle of wine. We can get lit. That's good. Like, I'm down. You know, wine down. Hashtag. Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm cool with doing. So I'm not really the type to make friends, I guess. I'm old. I'm lazy. I don't want to like take the time to build relationships. Like, I'm too old. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to have friends and just be good now. Like, TV is such a lie. Ugh. Don't stay friends with nobody. But what else? But, you know, on that note, I also want to talk about like, so people always say like, your boyfriend's friends are not your friends, blah 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 blah. And I've never thought, I'm lying, in my previous relationship, I thought my boyfriend's friends were my friends. little did I know. But that's another topic for another video for another day. We're gonna stick with this, okay? But you know, in my current relationship, I've never thought that EJ's friends were my friends. Like, there's some cool people, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to hang around so and so, and I have fun with so and so. But it's never been, you know, oh no, we friends, we gonna hang out, blah blah blah, you know, and stuff like that. I don't know. EJ has a best friend, you know, who I love. You know, he's like a brother, you know. But he does make it known, like, if EJ and I break up, like, he's cutting all ties with me. So, like, you know, he's not my friend. For real, like, you want to be honest, like, he ain't my friend. Like, if I break up with EJ, he's not gonna talk to me no more, even if it's his fault. He was like, yeah, you know, I'm cut off. But he does let me know that, like, he's here for me and EJ, and, like, he has us no matter what. And I feel like we do, you know, have a relationship, you know, outside of EJ. You know, not to say like we hang out and stuff like that, but, you know, we met because of EJ, but we have our own type of, you know, bond or whatever, you know, for lack of a better term. So, you know, I do have that. And then, you know, I feel like I am forging new relationships because, you know, EJ's best friend has a girlfriend, and they live in the same apartment building as us, just a couple doors down. And you know how it is when your boyfriend has a best friend and they have a girlfriend. You all are, you know, forced to be around each other, and, you know, you're gonna spend time with each other, you're gonna hang out. So, you know, we hang out, you know, with them, but we've also spent some time outside of those two, and, you know, started building our own, you know, relationship, which is, you know, it's pretty cool. Like, I'm accepting that. Now, I don't know, maybe we're like best friend-in-laws, because, like, our boyfriends are best friends. Yeah, we're best friend-in-laws. Oh my god. Yeah, so we're best friend-in-laws. So we're just, you know, kind of building our own relationship outside of that. And, you know, just to see, you know, it's interesting to just see where that's gonna go and where that's gonna grow, you know, with us as women. So I think it's time to change my oil. I don't want to tilt it because it's just, oh my god, it's so brown. So, you know, stay tuned for that. Yeah, so I might have a friend. But yeah, so I just want to come and talk to y'all, like, about how I feel about, you know, my current friendships and relationships in my life, and, you know, the people in my life. Yeah, it's just, you know, I feel like I'm just going through as Beyonce would say, love drought. Stop, baby. No. Oh, you need But yeah, I just feel like I'm going through, you know, a love drought. And I do realize that some people are in your life for seasons, and, you know, people change and seasons change. So, you know, I just need to, you know, keep my eyes and ears open, and, you know, just pray to God for discernment, and, you know, make sure that during this time where I feel like, you know, the person or people I feel like are supposed to be my friends and they're not, that I'm not just opening up myself to anybody, you know, that wants to have a friendship relationship with me. So, you know, I'm just, you know, making sure I'm being a wise woman in that aspect as it pertains, you know, to making friends. And then, you know, and then another thing, like, I feel like people think, oh, because you're a mom, you should be able to make friends with other moms. And I was just thinking, like, that's not true. Like, the only thing we have in common is that we're moms. Like, we need something outside of that. Like, I don't want to talk about Harper all the time. I do talk about her a lot. I feel like that just comes with the territory, but when I'm hanging out, I don't want to talk about her all the time. Like, no. I want to talk about some other stuff. Like, I don't know, what you watching on TV? You know, some adult stuff. You know. So, yeah, so I just feel like, and everybody doesn't mom the way that I mom. So, like, everybody moms differently. So, I just feel like you can't talk to them about everything, because I don't have time for the judgment and the side eyes and just the, oh, okay, or this is what I do, or you should try this. No, I'm not here for it. Y'all know what? I'm so trash. Like, I feel like this is the first time I washed my brush in a long time because, first off, these Real Technique brushes I bought around Thanksgiving. That was in November. So I don't think I've really cleaned my brushes since November. At least it's my Ray Ray brushes I got for Christmas for myself. And I don't think I washed them. This is my first time washing those. I'm terrible. Terrible. But yeah, so the idea was like just making mom friends. And then y'all just be, and everybody I know has kids like in a different age range for Harper. Like they're either too old or too young. I don't know anybody with kids that are Harper's age that live near me. So I've just accepted that in this point in my life that I'm just gonna like be by myself and be chill. Like it'd be nice to have like a friend, a consistent friend that like live close and you know we could do stuff, and that understood that I can't always do stuff because I'd be tired or I don't have anybody to watch Harper, you know, and you know, just to be accepting of me, who I am, my lifestyle, you know, as a mom and an educator and all that jazz, you know, that would be great. But I'm just gonna accept this alone time and just use that time to like reflect and grow on myself and focus on my YouTube channel and like stuff that I want to do. And you know, y'all, I'm not cleaning my brushes. I mean, I'm not done cleaning my brushes, but I am done talking about friendships. You know, I feel like I'm about to segue into another conversation. But before we do that, y'all, I have not seen the color of this brush. I didn't know it was white. I use this for concealer and it was like super brown and I just put it in the oil. Oh my god, I forgot what color the bristles were. That is crazy. But yeah, so like I was saying, take time to focus on Nikea and who she is so that, you know, when it is time for me to be a friend to whomever, I can be a good friend and like be content and happy with me and not do, you know, what people want me to do or what I think people want me to do, but legit be happy with who I am and what I want to do. Y'all, this brush, wow. I don't know if I showed it dirty, but I haven't seen the original color of this brush in months. Let me get out of the camera. Is it on focus? I don't know, it's not focusing on the brush. But do y'all see this? This is ridiculous. Wow. Wowie. But see, this is why I had to change my oil because now I'm cleaning my bigger brushes. Yeah. Let's see what color this brush is. But yeah, definitely some changes coming forth in my life. So y'all look for another chit chat on that. So I won't segue that way, but I am going to segue, since I am talking about friendships, we're going to talk about relationships. I should probably write a book, or I probably could write a book. The stuff I have to say, the stuff I've been through, child. I've only been in 2 serious relationships and I'm in my second one right now. Like, you know, I called myself dating in middle school and high school, but yeah, that was not dating. But yeah, let's talk about my first serious relationship. So that happened in college, you know, dating this church boy. Parents were pastors, and you know, met him at school, and he had a baby. He had a daughter. Yeah, she was a baby at the time when I met him, and he was in love with me when I met him, y'all. Like head over heels, like was ready to like just be in a relationship after a month or whatever. And I was just like, I was still feeling this other dude back home, but you know, he wasn't feeling me. You know, we had grew up together. I just knew I was gonna marry this dude. So, you know, I had to let him go before I could be with this dude in college. So finally, I got with this dude in college. You know, we started dating. I think it was like March 2009. I can't believe it was 9 years ago. What? That relationship lasted for 4 years. Y'all, I went through some stuff in that relationship. Like, I should have got out like in December 2009. We got together in like March 2009. I should have got out in December 2009 because, yeah, he cheated on me in December 2009. I should have left then. And I was coming down there to see him and spend Christmas with him and his family, and he cheated on me before I got down there. Like, what in the world? Like, really, dude? Really? Like, really, dude? I'm driving 2 hours to come spend time with you and your family, and then you just gonna cheat on me with his baby mama? See, y'all? See, that's why I have trust issues, man. Can't trust nobody. Can't trust nobody! None! But see, yeah, in that relationship, I dealt with a lot of cheating, lies. I remember talking to his mother one time about his cheating. And he was like, and she was like, who's riding in the car with him? Who's doing this with him, you know? Oh, I'm flashing. I got 18 minutes left on my memory card. I might have to empty it out because I'm going to keep talking. But I'm like, really? He got other chicks calling the house? And I don't know what made me stay. But then I think about it. I go back to what I said, like when it comes to like people in relationships with me, I'm very optimistic. I give second chances. I'm very glass half full. Like, I give people the benefit of the doubt. Like really? Like, I'm at your house and you got other chicks calling to speak to you. And y'all, and it don't help that he was a musician. Like, stereotypical church boy, stereotypical musician, and in the negative connotation. And so I am fully off musicians. Like, I told my boyfriend that I will never ever date another musician. Like, I got hurt so much. Like, I just feel like I was mentally abused because I was just starting to think like this was okay, that's the way I should be treated. Like, I was emotionally abused. Like, I just felt like this was okay, and for me to stay in that, like, that's the only like explanation I could give. Like, I was really stupid, like tripping off this dude, like doing stuff that was just outside of my character, like, you know, cutting off people and family, you know, for him, and, you know, spending all the time with his family. And then to the point where I was thinking, like, you know, people that were loving me and caring about me were just, you know, pointing out, you know, the obvious, that they were like against me. I lost a friendship, you know, this guy that I have been best friends with for like 10 years, you know, I lost that friendship. Never gonna get that back. I tried. That's never gonna happen. But I lost a friendship over him, like, and I really don't think it's because, like, we had sex and he was the first person I ever had sex with. I don't know what it was. He was very good at what he did, very manipulative, you know, that groupthink thing, like, you know, I was brainwashed by him. And I stayed in that relationship for like 4 years. We even got engaged. But y'all, he proposed to me in his room, okay, right? Okay. I had took my wig off, had my wig cap on, and he talking about some, let's get married. What? Because me and him were talking about, you know, getting an apartment together or whatever. Because we were staying at his parents' house. So we were engaged for like a while. Probably for like 6 months, maybe a little bit longer. Ugh, I'm gonna need some more oil. But yeah, we were engaged for like 6 months. And then I should have knew it wasn't gonna go through. He wanted to get married on my birthday. Just take away my one day that I have, so he wouldn't ever forget the anniversary. Nigga, for real, for real. Yeah, so he broke it off in December. I think it was like 2011. And yeah, we broke up. And but yeah, he broke it off. And I went back home and I thought I was okay. I didn't do one of those like crying things or whatever. I was actually okay. You know, I did think we were gonna get back together, but we didn't. But I'm glad we didn't. And then it was like, Harper, give me my brush back. And then it was like after we broke up, he was doing everything with other people that I wanted him to do while we were in a relationship. So like we were together, I was like, you know, I wanted to move to North Carolina, you know, get out of Virginia, cause like Virginia was just such a familiar place to him, and all his little biddies and hoes was there. So, you know, I was like, we need to move out of Virginia, and I wanted to move to North Carolina. You know, out of the question. And then, you know, once I moved to North Carolina to go to school down here, I run into this dude at the car dealership. Like, bruh. And everybody was like, oh, he followed you. But I think he probably did. But then he wound up meeting somebody else and dating somebody else. And then he got, I think he got engaged or married. I remember I found out he got engaged or whatever via Facebook. Because I was still friends, like, with some of his people or whatever. Because, you know, they told me even though we broke up, you know, we were still friends. But I saw that and that hurt me at the time. And I guess I wasn't fully over him. Even though I was dating my, you know, current boyfriend, I don't know, that kind of like stung. It was like, how could you move on so fast? Like to something like that, and with somebody that you had only been dating for a short period of time. Cause y'all know I went back and was looking at receipts. See how long y'all been dating. So yeah, that was just a whole lot of emotions. I remember after that, I went on Facebook, Instagram. I went through my phone, deleted and unfollowed, unfriended everybody. I was like, I don't want to see him be happy right now. At that point in my life, I was like, no, I want you to be depressed and effed up. Like, I want to be more successful than you. Once I get successful, you could be successful. Which is not a good place to live. Very toxic, you know? So, you know, I just kind of just put it out of my mind. I did, you know, go back and like stalk his page and stalk her page every now and then. You know? And it was crazy because our lives started playing out parallel because he had a baby around the same time I had my baby. It was crazy. But honestly, at this point in my life, I feel like I am, and it's been like this for a while, so I feel like I'm really over him in that relationship. Do I regret it? No. Because I'm thankful for it. Because from that relationship, I learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot about what I want from a man and what I'm willing to give. I'm no longer going to put myself in that place like I was in that relationship. Like, I was beyond, you know, submissive. You know, it's the point of, you know, letting somebody else control me, which is just not healthy. Like, I was not my own person. I didn't know who I was outside of that relationship, which is the exact opposite of, you know, how I am in this relationship, my current relationship. Like, you know, it's totally different. Like, you know, EJ doesn't do this anymore, but she needs to get back to it, and I need to hold him accountable for it. But like, it was little things like opening the door for me, you know, like whenever I walk into the building, holding the door, opening the car door for me, you know, that just made me feel like, wow, you love me and appreciate me. Like, spending time with me, becoming interested in, you know, things that I'm interested in. Like, I remember before EJ and I even started dating, he like was so interested in my makeup. Like, he did my makeup one time. Well, I did one of my eyes and like showed him, and then he did the other one. Like, and I just think, you know, stuff like that is sweet. And EJ and my relationship started with a friendship, and I just think that's why our relationship is so strong. And when we were just, you know, talking or dating, as you would have it, we had what we called an honesty policy. Like, we were honest with each other, like, not, you know, holding it back. And we're still honest with each other now. I feel like I'm a little more protective of like his feelings and our relationship. So, you know, sometimes I do hold back, but, you know, I do my best to adhere to the honesty policy. You know, it just says, like, you know, when you get in a relationship with somebody, you know, you just want to protect what y'all have, and not necessarily protect his emotions, but, you know, just to protect our relationship. But, you know, I just, you know, appreciate EJ for who he is to me and in my life, because like, he does not check all my boxes. And my previous relationship didn't either, but, you know, I've always wanted somebody taller than me, older than me. You know, I love me a good beard. And EJ just got a mustache. You know, he did have locks when we first started talking, but he cut those off. So another box gone. But I just feel like I'd rather be fulfilled, you know, emotionally and mentally. Because EJ's like somebody that like challenges me to grow and be better, and, you know, and I look up to him. Like, I feel like he's very smart and mature. Like, he's the reason why I went to get my master's. I'm just gonna put it out there. He's the reason why I went to get my master's, because when I got my bachelor's degree, I was done. I was over school. I was like, after this, I'm done. Like, whatever it is what it is. I'm not doing no more school, because I was gonna get my master's, and it took me 7 years to get my undergrad degree. So, you know, I was, you know, matriculating through school, and, you know, towards the end, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my master's. But then after, I was just like, F it, I'm done. I don't want to do this. But when I was, you know, talking to EJ at the time, he was in grad school, and, you know, that kind of get some more brushes to clean. That renewed my passion for learning. So, you know, he was like my motivation to go back to school, to, you know, go on to higher education. So I just really appreciate who he has been and pushing me and motivating me in that aspect. So yeah, I can thank EJ for how smart I am. Yeah, my past relationship was not healthy, but like I said, I would not be who I am today without it. So I'm grateful for everything that I learned. Is there some stuff that I could have avoided? Yes. But I'm just like the type of person that life is just full of experiences, and those experiences like truly mold and shape who you become, you know. And I'm not saying like purposely put yourself in, you know, stupid stuff. You know, I was young at the time, you know, I had to learn. I was 20. I think I was 19, 20 years old, so, you know. Would I do that right now at 29, almost 30? No, absolutely not. But hindsight is always 20/20, you know, in retrospect. There's always, you know, reflecting back on things, there's always a better way you could have done something, handled something. But it is what it is. It was what it was. You know, like I say, you know, at this point in my life, you know, I feel like I'm really over that relationship. And I feel like if I did see my ex right now, I could say, hey, what's up, how you doing? Like, you know, have a legit conversation and truly be happy for him and, you know, what's going on in his life. And, you know, nothing resentful. Because you see those posts on, like, social media, like, would you run over your ex for $1 million? Yes, I would. But for real, not out of spite, but just because I want the money. But yeah, like, I feel like I'm beyond that. Like, I'm grown. We're all grown. Moving on with life. You just do you and I'ma do me. And I am by no means saying that my relationship with EJ is perfect. It is far from it. But I just feel like we're both, you know, at a point where we're willing to work for it and demand certain things from each other and just know what we want out of one another and out of a relationship. Do I think EJ and I are gonna get married? I believe so. I feel like it's gonna happen soon. But, you know, I'm not pushing or forcing anything. You know, he's the type of man that likes to ask. So I'm gonna give him, you know, that respect. Now this relationship is easy. Like, it's just, you know, sometimes it's so easy it's scary. I'm like, ooh, weird. Like, and then with with me and EJ, like, he can go somewhere and I'm alright. Like, I'm not thinking who he talking to. Like, in my previous relationship, I was always like, I wonder what he doing. He need to come back. Or, you know, texting him and calling him. Man, EJ will go out. You know, I wake up, babe, what time did you get in last night? I didn't even hear you come in. Hey, it is what it is. Because it's at this point, like, I've just come to the realization that people are going to do what they're going to do. If they're going to lie to you, they're going to cheat on you, they're going to do it. Like, you can't change that. So, you know, EJ and I watched this documentary about how people are not meant to be monogamous. You know, monogamy is a choice. So we're both choosing to be monogamous. So, you know, we have to, you know, respect that in this relationship. But yeah, you know, there's some things I can work on. Some things he can work on. Like getting back to opening doors and stuff. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. Even though he don't watch my videos. Maybe somebody will tell him. Yeah, so y'all hit EJ up and tell him to start opening the doors again. Nikea likes that. Watching, I hope you learned something from my videos. I hope you enjoyed watching, learn a little more about me, learn how to properly clean your brushes, or just learn a different way to clean your brushes. I'm glad that I can share here comes Harper again. I'm almost done, booty. I'm glad I can share a little bit of myself with you. Thank you for sticking out and watching to the end. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I know I've been recording for more than an hour. I've been talking for a long time. So I don't know if I'm going to post an hour-long video or split it up. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to post the whole thing. But thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to rate this video, leave a comment down below, you know, share about your friendships, your relationships, you know, how you feel about my story. You know, let's get a conversation started down below. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you like it. Also, if you're not already subscribed, if you stuck around this long to the end of this video, go ahead and subscribe. Stop playing. Go ahead. Hit that button, turn it red, hit that bell button so that you never miss it. When I post, you'll get notifications. Again, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and check out these other 2 videos up here, and you can click on my picture down there at the bottom in the corner of this video. It'll take you straight to my page. You can also subscribe that way. Again, last time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next one, beauties. Bye.